Glasgow Underground. In case you don't know it, this is the St Enoch's station of the Glasgow Underground. Yusuf Kalal, hi. Elite Bloodline. Yeah, great, thank you. How are you? You having a good evening? I don't know where you are in the world. Yusuf and Elite, you can maybe say where you are, where you're looking in from. Always nice to know. You're looking into Glasgow here, so if you're looking in from somewhere exotic, or if you're looking in from somewhere not exotic,
Shout me on Instagram.
There you go, there you go. YouTube star. South East England, very good. You're in Scotland. Yeah, Yusuf. Where are you then, Yusuf? And this, I think, if I remember correctly, was the original underground station. And a fine building it was. So that was the original one. Beautiful red sandstone. Now converted into a Cafe Nero. Fabulous building though, still, I'm glad they kept it. Kuwait, wow. Long way, how are things in Kuwait? And that's the new station, which is now underground. Yeah, we're okay for sun just now, Elite. The last couple of days have been fabulous. I have been in the back garden a bit, and the front garden a bit, doing things. It has to be warm for a couple of consecutive days, and then I feel like doing some gardening. Apart from that, I don't trust it. I think it's going to get cold and wet again, which it will. After a couple of days. I think we've got till maybe Wednesday or Thursday of good weather, and then it's not so good afterwards. But yeah, thank you very much for looking in, everyone who's looked in, and thank you for, I was going to thank you for likes. I haven't had any likes yet. So this is the St Enoch's station of Glasgow Underground. So we have an underground. Just like London and Paris, we have an underground. I hope the picture and the audio are suitable for you. Are these things okay? Oh, I'm a guy. I could show you my face, but if I show you my face, it scares people away. So maybe I shouldn't show you my face. I'm a Scottish grandfather. You want to see our Glasgow pigeons close up? There we go. Brilliant, huh? that time of year and everybody wants to start meeting. And she doesn't care. She's got other things in her mind, maybe. Not meeting. 6'3". Wow. Thank you. Okay, you asked for it. Whoops, there you go. Now you're regretting it, aren't you? I feel I can't put the camera too far away because I've got it plugged into a charger just now. There we go, that's as far as I can get. How's that? I've just had a very pleasant afternoon with some old work friends. Thanks, thank you very much. Elite Bloodline. Yeah. I don't know, I don't take much of a tan, but maybe being out in the garden has got me a little bit of sun, which is good. Building up my vitamin D. So we're walking down past Billy's Beer Garden, which is just that place over there, Billy's Beer Garden. Remember what I said about scaring people away? I've gone from 22 people looking in down to 4. I'm just looking around. I'll show you around a little bit more. You can see up that street, which is Fox Street. I'll show you something interesting and then tell you a bit more. What's that up there in the sky? It's the moon. Yep, you got it probably. It's the moon. I was out day before yesterday. Yeah, the little tourist group by the looks of it. I was out day before yesterday trying to do some astrophotography. Photographing the stars. So I got myself a new lens for it, which I'm quite pleased with. I headed off to a wind farm in Scotland, which is only about 15 minutes drive from where I live, and it's the biggest on-land wind farm in the UK. At one time it was the biggest one in Europe. I think it might have been overtaken by some others. Now we're on a bit of Clyde here called the Brumilo. We just crossed over the Brumilo. Anyway, I was getting distracted. Yeah, I got myself a lens, tried to do some astrophotography. I headed out at after 11 o'clock at night when I thought it was nice and dark. Got to the wind farm, which is pretty high up. You can look down to it, from it to Glasgow, which is where I am just now. And I had my tripod, had the camera, had my new lens. That is the River Clyde. River Clyde used to be big for shipbuilding. 100 or 200 years ago it used to be the place that made all the ships to sail the world. It used to be pretty good for that. Those are bygone days, unfortunately. We can now hardly make ferries to supply our own islands, unfortunately. Thank you very much for the 2 likes, whoever has given me them. That's very kind. That's the railway line, which I'll be taking later on to go home. So, yeah, I'm getting distracted again. That's the effect of beer, I think. So I took my lens and my tripod and all the gear out to the wind farm to take some star photographs. And because the moon was, as you can see it up there just now, if I zoom in on it, the moon was pretty full, not totally full. It brightened up the sky. Hi Scott, how you doing? Yeah, great day, thanks. I'm just telling people about my escapades at the wind farm a couple of nights ago. So I headed out at about 11 o'clock to take photographs of the stars. Failed miserably because of the moon being so bright. It was so bright I hardly needed a torch at all. I had my head torch, but I only needed that to see the camera controls, but basically it was bright. So I'll need to go back again, try again to do some astrophotography. But this is great. I've had a few people giving likes and chatting. Yusuf is there, and Elite Bloodline is there, and your good self. This was our day out with my friends from work, and we had quite a nice afternoon. And all of us were there, which is good for a change. Isn't always possible. How good is the signal? You can tell me, Scott. Is that signal of the picture of the seagull any good? Or are we all pixelated? Oh, good. Thank you very much for that. Just wondering where to wander next to get some more photographs along the side of the Clyde. I think I'll walk down here and we'll see if there's any graffiti. We're looking up there towards St Eunuch's subway, where I've just come from. Plenty of delivery drivers around. So we're down by the River Clyde. That's looking good. Let's have a look at the graffiti over this way. I say graffiti, it does it a great disservice. It's street art. So let's have a look at it. Glasgow is good for this kind of thing. It's not just your rubbish graffiti. It's stuff that's done with care. There was a wonderful one a few months ago by a great Glasgow artist called Ashley Rawson. You'll see a video about Ashley's work on my channel if you have a look. Ashley does some great stuff. A lot of social commentary on Ashley's channel. If you like this kind of thing, which I do, next time you're in Glasgow, wander down to the Clyde and have a look at what's here. Oh, he is, isn't he? Oh, I've forgotten the name. I've forgotten the name. Oh, I remember the noises. Mutt, is it Mutt and... No, it's good, I'm glad he's selling his pieces. Something I tend not to do is buy art because I never hang it up on the wall. But for people who buy art, Ashley Rawson, Beavis and Butthead, thank you very much. Brilliant, Scott. Fabulous, yeah, that's it, of course. Love them. So what's that? Scottish Tattoo Convention. What else do we have here? Some of these might be known to some folk. I don't get the connections or the nuances or what have you, the allusions. But they are brilliant, aren't they? My art teacher Neil Smith is good at this kind of thing. Stop worrying. Okay. Wow, this is nice for a biologist like myself. That's a nice heart with various vessels going in and out. Pulmonary artery, aorta, pulmonary vein. Quite nice too. The heart of the city, yep. What else do we have under here? That's quite a nice shot, isn't it? Aye, it's done with care. It's a pity some people think they can improve it in some way by sticking over their own contribution, let's say. That's another nice shot over there, look at that, isn't that beautiful? Zoom in a little bit on it, does that improve it? That's quite nice, I like that. It's an area down here that, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel most people miss. If this was Paris and this was the Seine, there'd be loads of people walking up and down. That's a cracker. E-cracker, Venomous. Venomous. I think that'll do me. I think I've seen enough along here. Venomous. Maybe if the more people used it, the safer it would be for people to use, I think. Not that I've ever had any trouble walking along here from anybody. Yeah. Right, one more bit of the street art, and then we'll start heading back the way again. That isn't the oldest bridge in Glasgow on the left. Victoria Bridge. You mean that one up there, Scott? That isn't the oldest bridge. Right. A little bit more of the graffiti and then we'll start heading back. Hello, my name is Venomous. Venomous. I won't go any further because a lot of noisy people up ahead. Already had one person kind of jumping in front wanting to be a YouTube star. I don't really want any more. Harmless enough, but a bit of a nuisance. Wait, let's go back down here. Let's have a look at the seagulls for a minute. Let's check out the seagulls. Oh, these guys in the bikes fairly rattle along. Virgin Hotels, is that the one you mentioned, Scott? That one there. What did you say about it, the hotel that never was? Oh, it's getting a bit busier now, that's quite nice. More people the better using this.
Friday morning. ما بس يا اخي انا من اسب للنقطه يعني ما
Always love the underside of bridges like this. Isn't that fabulous? Fabulous. I've done a few photographs of the undersides of bridges. Look at that. What a picture. And more trains. I wonder if that's my train coming from East Kilbride. One I'll be getting back in 10 minutes, half an hour or so. The range of architecture in Glasgow is fantastic. Look at that, get the modern stuff up there. Cheek by jowl with nice old red sandstone. And then what do they call that stuff? Is it honey? Honey sandstone. Beautiful. And then the clay tin, back to modern style. It's a great place. You come to Glasgow, you have to remember to look up, look about you. There's a lot going on, lots of things to photograph. And tonight, it looks like I'll be home before darkness falls. Should we go up this way? Right, should we go underneath another bridge? Yes, do it. Let's go down here, go under another bridge. Just because we can. Oh, the spire on the Brigate. I think I've missed it now. Just passing Customs House. And people might like this one. It's quite an inspirational quote. Better to die on your feet than live forever on your knees. Says Dolores Barul, La Passionara. Oops, sorry, wandered from that for a second, beg your pardon. City of Glasgow and the British Labour movement pay tribute to the courage of those men and women who went to Spain to fight fascism. 1936 to 1939, 2,100 volunteers went from Britain. 534 were killed, 65 of whom came from Glasgow. Ah, Kitewalk came along here, Scott, did it?
For a while, and nobody has responded.
Looks like it's just you and me, Scott, tonight. Lovely views. I'm loving all of this. That's quite cool, isn't it? I like that. Lovely reflections. Beautiful. Right, let's go underneath here. There's a rusty bit of junk. I'm guessing that came from somewhere in the river. And this is where the signal will probably disappear. Momentarily, maybe. Maybe not. Cool. What, next year? Yeah, don't think so. Not for me. I'll keep my kilt for weddings, I think. These are fascinating pillars. This is a bit of the old original railway bridge that went into took the rail into the station. I think I'd need to be up on that side to read it. Maybe somebody knows what it says already. But yeah, that was superseded by this modern bridge, and more platforms I think were added at that time. This is probably 100 years ago, something like that. Interesting. So that's the one taking all the rail links, apart from the underground ones, out from Central Station. So let's go up and find our way into the station. We'll see how long the signal lasts. Okay, it's halfway across this. Maybe I'll get the whole way across this. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. A Hitchcock moment, if you can see me in the reflection. Hey. If you know where we are, this is Jamaica Street.
I like it, you don't like it.
Do 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 do. Do do do. Thirsty? Do do do. Leonardo Royal Hotel. Lovely. Do 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 do. Do do do. Just being nosy looking in. There's curtains. Da da dee. Do 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 do. Oh, little civilization. I feel a magnetic urge to go and buy hummus. Do 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 do. Oh, baked good. Yeah, I won't touch the baked goods that are on general display for people to use tongs, because people don't stick their mucky hands in. Crystal Palace. Weatherspoons. We all love Weatherspoons, don't we? There we go.
Yeah, Ma.
I've lost weight, fuck, I'm not been able to order new clothes. Leave me alone.
He's had all these colour buses. Fucking loads of stuff.
And McDonald's. And Greg's, hurrah! I love a bit of that.
Qu'est-ce que ça a de gars?
There we go. Central Station. You've got a green man, just cross the road anyway, even if I don't want to. Never miss a green man. And this big bridge here is called the Highlanders Umbrella, or the Highlanders Umbrella. And we are told that this is where workers who came from their native parts up in the Highlands, they came down here to work in Glasgow during the Industrial Revolution. And if they were lonely, they came down here because this is where these people would all meet. So the Highlanders would meet and converse with friends and feel at home down here under the Highlanders umbrella. And it kept them safe from the rain at the same time. This is a beautiful evening to go out. I love this. Absolutely love it. People walking in the middle of the road. They don't care. And we had a big fire in Glasgow. Don't know why I'm telling you, Scott, you know all about it. Da-da-dee-dee. Biscuit Bride, number 6. Oh, I could grab that if I was fast enough to run. Maybe not. I've got a return ticket on the train, so that's what I'll use. And this is Whip Street. Do 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 do. God, that is the last place in the world I would be walking into with that volume of music. That was a factory, a workplace, which it is for the staff in there. It would be contravening every regulation. You'd need to be walking around with ear protectors. Do 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 do. At Alpen Lodge, Park Lane, Cookies Food Takeaway. I don't know, it's looking a little bit sad. A little bit sad. Looking all over the world. Oh yeah, 1984. Do we need to be watched all the time? Maybe. Is that the hotel? Must be. Toilette, modern office space. Ah, okay. Yeah, you're looking for great architecture, have a look at that. That honey-coloured sandstone. A little balustrade. The second level.
You know what?
Sometimes in these places they put fabulous detail, architectural detail, so far up it's difficult for anybody to see unless you're a pigeon. There's Waterloo Street. Right, that's us getting to the station, so we're about to lose a signal. If we lose a signal, then I'll just say goodbye to everybody. Like you used to, hopefully people will read all this information later. And I'll hop onto the next available train and drink the coffee I forgot to drink at my art class this morning. The massive Glasgow fire a couple of months ago just about wiped out all of that area the other side. You can see that, you can see Skye now. You wouldn't have been able to see Skye in the past because that was all building. Now wiped out because of a vape shop fire. So we lost some wonderful buildings when that happened, sadly. Okay, here we have, I think it's Britain's second busiest station after London ones.
This is a customer announcement. Passengers arriving on platforms 1 to 8 on the following services: Newton, Neilston, Barhead, Kilmarnock, Cathcart Circles, East Kilbride, Edinburgh Shorts, Dumfries and Carlisle, and Lanark and Motherwell services. Customers advised to enter and exit via the Upper Home Street exit. Thank you. This is a customer announcement. Passengers arriving and departing on train services from platform 9 through to platform 15. Calling at Paisley Canal, Largs, Stranraer, Ayr, Gourock, Queensgate, Crossing Harbour and Crossing South Beach should enter and exit the station via the carriage driveway and the lower level street exit. Thank you.
Just to give you a tortoise eye view of Central Station.
Passengers, please be extra vigilant as station vehicles will be operating throughout the station. Thank you for your cooperation.
That's where you are, Central Station.
Passengers are reminded that smoking is not permitted anywhere in Glasgow Central Station. This includes underneath the canopy at God Street entrance to the station. Thank you for your cooperation.
We're so lucky we didn't lose a big chunk of the station. If the buildings that were on fire over there had fallen this way, it would have taken out a big chunk of this roof. And if I'd gone any further down the street, it would have taken out those as well, and those would certainly, I think, have fallen onto the roof. So I think the station being closed for 2 weeks or so was pretty good going.
Request all customers remain with their luggage at all times. Unattended luggage.
So we have some closed off access to the station. We should have a way in just down there. Just down there, but that's now gone. Can't come in there. And we used to come in via Union Street, which is down there. Can't do that either. So you can come in via that one down the side.
In the interest of station cleanliness and environmental safety, please do not eat the pigeons. Thank you.
And from way down there, if you go down to the low level, I believe you can come through from there as well. So there we are.
This is a security
Can you
message.
imagine?
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016.
See it, sort it.
See it, sort it.
Well, that's not bad. I won't feed the pigeons. Who's feeding pigeons? Is there a sign saying don't feed the pigeons? Right, take some breathing space, it says, so I think I'll take some breathing space. Sorry about that, I got a bit distracted by a message which I had to respond to. So sorry about that, anybody, if I was pointing you at the ground too much. But yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Anyone's looking in, Incognito and Scott, for providing extra information, added value to the live stream. I hope you all have a good week, and I'm going to pack this up now and head for a train and drink my cold coffee. I should have drunk about 11 o'clock this morning. I don't think it's going to be hot anymore somehow. There you go.
The next train to depart from the rear of platform
platform 11 will be the 1947
Right, cheers, Scott.
ScotRail service to East Kilbride.
Thank you very much for that.
Crossmalouf, Pollock Shores West,
Right.
Giffnock,